Hey guys, my name is Adam Rogers. I've been with OCV a little under 5 years. I work in our engineering department and focus mainly on fire. A lot of the specs that you send in will come across my desk, and I'll work up a detailed engineering submittal for the model, the materials, the function, everything that is recommended based on the specs that you send in. So those documents that you receive along with your quote usually come from me. So today, just wanted to kind of check in with everybody, let you guys know that we are still here. We're still operating at full capacity. Some people are working from home, some are still at the factory, but we are still taking calls. We're still answering emails. We're still able to do tech support, take orders, do submittals, build valves. So anything you guys need, we're still here. Just kind of all over the place right now, as I'm sure many of you guys are. So today, just kind of want to touch base on our fire pressure reducing valve. If you're familiar with our water pressure reducing valve, it's very similar. The operation, the principle is the same. What we're trying to do is take a higher inlet pressure and reduce it down to a lower downstream pressure to protect some kind of equipment, whether that's sprinklers or some other kind of firefighting device that you need to just reduce the pressure down to. So let's kind of jump in here for a couple of minutes. So the model that we're going to talk about is our 129 FC. It is a UL listed pressure reducing valve. And again, it automatically reduces a higher inlet pressure down to a lower downstream pressure. Your downstream pressure is going to stay the same regardless of upstream changes, upstream condition changes. If your flow changes upstream or if your upstream pressure changes, that downstream pressure will still remain constant. Now we have a UL listed spring range adjustment, 50 to 165 psi. We can operate outside of those parameters, but the UL listing will only cover those pressures that fall within that range. Max inlet pressure, we can go up to 300 psi. Usually you're going to be operating less than that. So we've seen that we've been able to provide this valve for just most every fire reducing application that we've come across. So that usually isn't an issue. It is UL listed 1 inch, inch and a half through 8 inch, in 150 pound and 300 pound flanges. We can also do screwed ends and grooved ends if available. The same sizes are available. Like I said earlier, if you're familiar with our water pressure reducing valve, we can do the same sizes in screwed ends and grooved ends. We are also UL listed to do globe and angle patterns in the 129 FC. I'd say most of the time we receive globe requests, but we also can do angle. We factory test every valve here, just like with water. Every valve is assembled and tested individually before it leaves the factory, so we can assure that the hydro test is passed, so there's no leaks in the valve, and it's gone through a full functional test according to UL. And we also have a wide variety of materials available. Standard materials you're going to see ductile iron body, copper tubing, bronze strainers, ball valves, pilot. But when we get into more of the corrosive fluids like seawater, we can do stainless steel or nickel aluminum bronze, cast steel. We can do a seawater coating if need be. We can also do stainless trim. We even get into Monel occasionally and nickel aluminum bronze trim as well, like in our pilots. So there's a lot of materials that we can provide. So that's definitely something don't shy away from if you do need something specific. And again, UL listed, that's what everybody usually requires on a valve like this. So this is just a quick little diagram showing how this is installed. So you can see you got your fire main header where you might have a higher pressure than you can handle downstream in the distribution lines that are going to your various floors or your various equipment, whatever you have lined up. And so it's basically just installed right there after the header, and it's going to reduce that pressure down to those distribution areas according to the pilot set point on the valve. So if you have that pilot set in, let's say at 100 psi, then that valve will not let anything higher than 100 psi pass those distribution areas. And this is just a quick chart for your reference if you need it. This shows just we are approved from 1.5 inch to 8 inch in UL, and these are the maximum recommended flows. per each size. So if you had a system where you knew you were going to flow 500 GPM, for example, then you could take a look at this chart and know that a 3-inch is only approved for 460 GPM. So you need to jump up to a 4-inch, which is approved for a maximum usage of 800 GPM. So it's just kind of a quick reference for you. That's really all I have today, guys. Again, just want to let you guys know we are here for you. You're probably going to see more of these videos come up from time to time, just so you know that we are still thinking about you guys and we are here for you. And if you guys want to see something in particular talked about on the website, just let us know, and we'd be happy to do that for you. All right, guys, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon.